yeah. Here we go. What's she timing out for?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta get. Oh, wait. Now I got to go redo myself. Hold on, y'all. I gotta redo myself because she stopped me right in the middle. Hold on. Oh, get ready, get ready, get ready. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, yeah, it's me. It's your boy, along with my co-host, the little Diva. And it's time. Do you know what time it is? Tell me, do you know? Do you know what time it is? Tell me, do you know? Do you know what time it is? It's Monday. So it's time for the real conversation with a twist of humor. And we're on. Oh, it's the holiday. It is Happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to all the laborers out there, to each and every one of you. Happy, I'm glad she put it on the screen so I can see it. Happy Labor Day to each and every one. I hope everyone has had a wonderful, if you were off today, I hope you had a wonderful day off. If you worked today, I hope you had a wonderful day at work. Whatever. I just hope you had a wonderful day. That's it. That's all. Little Diva, welcome to the most beautiful, the most charming, the most educated, the most debonair, delectable, divine queen of co-host that the old country boy could ever have. She is the most beautiful, most charming, most sophisticated part of this organization that we have.
Something wrong with you. Something is quite wrong. How are you doing today?
I'm good. The day went by really quick, but I'm good.
I don't know why. I don't know why I just asked you that. Just talk to you, not too much. So we're talking all day on and off.
It has definitely. No, it's been a good day. It's been a good day. I ain't done nothing. But it's Labor Day. Oh, did anybody barbecue today? Anybody barbecue? Got any leftovers? I'm just letting y'all. I'm gonna just throw that out there. If anybody barbecue, you got some leftovers, you got some stuff you need to get rid of. Just tag me. I'll be right there. I'm gassed up and ready to go.
Well, it's time to return to work tomorrow.
Don't sound so enthusiastic about it. You've been off since Friday.
I'm not. I'm sitting there looking at my board. So I write down, even though people may not ever pay you back. I'm looking at my board at what people owe me. And I'm like, oh, I would definitely have some money right now. I need to take that off my board. That's depressing. But I've been putting it on there so I can remember. So I don't lose track. This guy in my former dance community, so funny. He went on Facebook and called people out about what they owe. Like they've been on him money for years, and he talked about $5 or $6. Big money he have loaned people, and he called. I was like, oh my God. We talked about the TDD. I mean, people that walk around here acting like they got it all and rolling. They done borrowed money from this man and never paid him back. And he had asked for his, he didn't just put it out there like, it was like somebody owed him for years. They just never paid it back. And so he posted, they got to paying him back too. Because he posted, first he posted a screenshot of them requesting the money. He posted the screenshot of when he asked for his money back. Then when they saw that, he posted when they said, oh man, well, let me go and give you 25 of that, 200-300. And the funny thing is, usually people say people owe me, but the boy was posting receipts of what people owe. I said, whoa, that's what I'm talking about. I wish I. But then people start saying, oh Lord, let me check and see if I owe you.
Some of us that don't phase at all because, and I don't know. I got mixed feelings about that. I don't know. Hey, but that's him and him. I hope he put me on there. Tell him to put me on there. I got something for him because I
I
was
don't have
throwing
any
up.
feeling because when people owe you, especially a significant amount of money, over 100, 200, 300, 400, $500, and in work they start paying him back. One guy paid the whole, and then not that people have it. One, my mama always told me when you owe somebody, you can't pay them everything. You need to call them and say something. You just went on with your life, popping off, popping bottles, out in the club, spending money, and you ain't paid this man his money or me my money. That's what I'm saying. I used to have some roommates. I'm gonna just say roommates that were relatives, but used to live with me, and they hadn't paid us no rent, no light bill, no gas. But they come here. That's back when Palaroy was popular. Them and their kids would come through the house with all their Palaroy bags, and you could be like, "What you ain't paid the light bill? You ain't even paid nothing on the light bill." So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, well, there it is. Life be laughing. Life be laughing.
let's say it again, like but okay, you were saying that you don't agree with it. I do think people. I think
I, I,
because of me.
I have no agreements or disagreements.
No,
I'm
you
just
just
saying,
said that you have mixed feelings. So what I was just gonna say is that for me, I'm not good at asking people for my money back. But that puts me in a bind. Like somebody owes me 1,600 and somebody knows me 1,600 and somebody owed me 400. That's a lot of money, and I'm broke right now. Well, I could do something with that. That's $1,000. No, that's $2,000. I could do something with that right now because I gotta, I'm paying for musicians to go on this trip that they didn't sell the cabins. Okay, let me quit playing. A lot of them really this cruise. Everybody has done so much better, and I'm very excited. Once this part gets over, I have to make sure everybody's cabin is paid. Once this part gets over, I can
right.
relax, and everything else is kind of smooth sailing. But right now, whew, you got to make sure everybody paid is gonna be on the ship, and everybody have paid you, their money, So make sure they
Well,
good. So
it's a
yeah.
winding down. It's a winding down. It's a clicking. It's a clicking. It's a clicking.
And so come to shove, if anybody gets knocked off and didn't pay, Denise has some cabins. I can always send them over. So
Your
I saw her
camera.
post. I wasn't
I don't
sure.
know
I
what.
wasn't sure. Huh?
I don't know what your friend over there doing. Your friend over there just moving like it wants to.
Who? No, he moving when I move. When I move, he moves.
Oh.
Yeah, whenever I move, he moves. It moves.
Your
If I move this
cameraman.
way, he comes. Yeah.
Your cameraman over yonder, cause.
Yeah, he moved without. And if I do this, he gonna go over there.
Oh,
And when I leave out the room, he be all confused. He be turned all the way around.
Which way does he go? Which way does he go? But yeah.
It looks like the little robot that used to be on the Jetsons. That's what the
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's like, girl, where are you going? My neck can only turn so far.
I got the little one, and I could never get. Well, I did get it to work, but I don't like it that much. I don't like how it moves, so I never really use it. I guess I got it for nothing.
Well, you can give it on to me. Oh, let me see. Somebody else calling somebody else on social media.
Social media. Oh Lord, it has been a. Today was actually a nice day, weather-wise. It was nice as far as I know. Wasn't that hot? Wasn't that cold? It was really, really enjoyable. I went out for a little while, did a couple of old ticker-tocker videos, had a good old time today. So that's what my day was all about. That took myself out to go to on a date. I took myself out on a date. I sure did, and that's it. That's it. Back here, getting ready for tomorrow's.
I made some spaghetti today.
Yeah.
I made some spaghetti, and I what else did I do today? Oh, I've been in here working on the pool. I actually finally got my room somewhat cleaned up. I just can't get my house clean, but I think I'm just gonna hire somebody to come at least mop the floors for me, mop the floors and wipe down the kind of stuff. But the floor, I'm just not. I've never been a good mopper. So I need somebody to come mop for me.
Hey, Miss Julie. How you, Miss Julie? Did you fire that pit up over there? Miss Julie, did any of the family fire the pit up? If they fired it up, just let me know. Tell them to. I'll take one of them old, even if they got old burnt rib over there, just let them know. If they fire the pit up, tell them Country Boy likes to eat, and he will definitely, um, and I will bring my own to-go plate. I'm letting everybody know. Y'all ain't even got a sponsor to-go plate. I'll bring my own to-go plate and my own foil. Don't even worry about it. I got you. I got you. I'm on it.
What
So
are you
what
talking about?
is going on, ma'am? Oh, she's still over
Huh?
there. You still over there working?
What?
You still over there working?
Working with what? I'm not working with them. I was looking at my phone to see who was listening, see who was watching. For some reason, my comments don't show up over here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm something. If you haven't noted why, I just haven't been able to fix it. Don't like
Yeah.
me.
My comments don't show up either.
Huh?
My comments don't show up
No
either.
comments are showing up.
Oh.
Silly.
There it is. There it is. There it is. Man.
Well, what
So
we gonna talk about?
I don't know. It's um you know, it's the real conversation.
I'm gonna say this. Um, we don't talk too much about the election here, even though I think we have a responsibility to a certain extent to talk. But I'm gonna just say this to people. Well, I'm gonna just say this out loud. So I see someone people keep posting this statement about y'all only voting for Kamala Harris because she's black. And I was going, I be fighting back. I be getting it back. And I sent the resume and I said everything. But then I sat back and thought about it. What if we do? What if we do just vote for her because she's just black? Let me finish. Just what if we do? White people do it. Hispanic people do it. But you know who else do it more than us? And why they so successful in everything they do? Asian people. That is a denomination of people. I don't know if that's the word. Denomination of people who back each other no matter what. They all be in the house, be 55 of them in the house. Somebody go to school while the other ones go to work. That one come back and get a job, and so because they go to school, they are able to work together and they stand up for it. They're not always trying to drag each other down. We all, and again, I'm not saying I think you should look at the facts and all that kind of stuff. Well, first of all, let's put this pin in it. Anybody besides Donald Trump will be the best, but or win my vote. But what if I was just voting? I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, especially with the choices we have. And the thing about it is, it was different when it's crazy to me because they still have our people, because that's all I see doing it. Our people are saying all this stuff about Kamala, all this, that, and the other. What about the trip down when they said, what about the what is it, the budget or whatever that thing called? You wasn't thinking about that last week, boy. When's the last time you pulled that level? When have you been saying all this before now? Then y'all was mad about Joe Biden. So Joe Biden got him somebody this is a very smart woman. She is a smart woman. She has had several positions, so she is prepared. 3, she's worked as the vice president. So Donald Trump came in, take away all the other racist and ugly remarks he made that we shouldn't want our children to see, which is why a lot of people don't let the kids watch TV. They don't let them be on social media because they have to see and hear. There were certain things my kids could watch on TV. I would probably not have them on social media, not because of other stuff. It would be because of what stuff the people are saying. Because the stuff I hear y'all people saying out on Facebook and Instagram regarding this thing, calling black people monkeys and stuff like that, that's just unacceptable. But anyway, you put the resume of this woman up against Mr. Trump, who was a whole president, and he don't have he has business experience, which he was a failure at all in his business. I just don't get it, and I don't want people to Anyway, my thing is, so what? I'm not voting for her just because she's black and she's a woman. But what if I was? And that's why I said I gotta quit defending that when people say that. Like, so I said, okay, and if I do not, now what? People are voting for Trump just because he's white or just because he's a Republican. Lots of them are voting for Trump because they have those same beliefs about wanting him to be a dictator. And all these people, y'all watching all these rappers and stuff like that that's on that side. One, some of them think they got a $1,200 check for Donald Trump because his name's on the check. I should go back and read and realize that he didn't want to even give y'all that money. The only way he would give the money is if his name was on the check. So he didn't give y'all no $1,200. Do you think he's gonna give it to you again? There is no COVID. There was COVID then. Lots of things was going on. That's gone. That Project 2025 is real no matter what you say. But yeah, that Amber Rose there, you know what Amber Rose is? She got something written across her forehead and she's blonde, whatever. She's on Trump's side now. But I believe some of them are being paid. Yeah. That's why the guy, Kennedy, he went to the Democrat and Kamala's camp and said, hey, if I can become somebody on y'all's team, I will endorse you. Otherwise, I'm going to endorse Trump. Well, guess who he endorsed? Trump, because they don't play like that. We ain't taking no ultimatums around here. Go ahead.
Crooks. They all crooks. Okay, Constable gonna say they all crooks.
But we're not even talking about the crook. We're not talking about crooks part. We're talking about a different part of it. I know you think they're all crooks. That's the only reason I brought this conversation because this was one we don't have to talk about the crooks. I'm more talking about people saying that people only vote because they're black. That's the part.
I mean, I think that there are people that vote. Hey, my personal opinion, if that's just me, what I would not do. One thing I would not do is like most folks have been taught in the way back when, just go straight down the thing or whatever it's called. Nobody. I would say to everybody, this is just mine. It's just me. Me talking. And I don't talk politics. I'm just talking. I'm talking, not talking to your political thinking. I'm just talking to your rational thinking. If you are placing somebody or you're voting for somebody to be somewhere, check their records. Okay. I had this conversation with a young lady earlier today. We sometimes forget. It's very easy to go and see every single person. I don't care if it's your mayor. I don't care if it's your city council. I don't care if it's your congressman, your senator. I don't care who it is. It's very easy for you to go and see how those people are voting. Okay, that's all I'm saying. When something comes up to be voted on, all you got to do, but we too daggum lazy, we too this, that, and the other, we want to hear what somebody else say. If somebody, because again, here all I'm going to say is this, my vote is one, your vote is one, okay? You go look and go like, you know what, they told me this, but they went like this, they went like this, they went. I don't think I want to support them. That's just your vote. I ain't got to convince nobody else. I ain't got to come tell nobody else. I read for myself. I saw that I needed some roads fixed, and there was a plan that came up that would fix some roads in my community. Okay, my community. That was mine, just me. Right down my street out there. It was on that thing. It was on the ballot. It was on the whatever, came up for a vote. Right down my road out there, okay? It was on there, and they voted against it. So, that's just me. I would look at it and go like, oh, so they didn't even want to fix the roads in my neighborhood. I don't care. Not that I don't care, but what I'm saying for each and every one, you can go see if they are supporting your personal views.
Or who votes for the majority of your
right. I'm just saying, but you can see how they went one way or another. You can see if everything that you wanted, well, you know what, we needed this. When you go like, why ain't nothing happening in my community? Why ain't nothing happening? Go see what the people that you put in office are voting. If you see that they are actually fighting for you, then you go like, you know what? They were fighting for me and they still didn't win. That says that they were fighting for you. I ain't talking about your neighbor. I'm talking about your own personal views, your own personal thing. Because one, here's what we have. We all have a personal reason that we choose to vote for somebody. I don't care what everybody else says. When you go in to that little thing and you pull that little curtain thing, ain't nobody in there but you. You are making a personal
Ain't no
choice.
curtain no more.
Well, whatever. I'm just saying. But you are making a personal choice for you. You're making that decision for yourself. So, in the same sense, make the same decision to go like, let me see what they are doing for me. If anything that they are supporting helps me, be personal. Everybody, you want to be me about everything else, be me about that. Because it's me. It's yo vote. And even if them folks say, well, it's just one vote. Well, guess what? It is just my one vote. You're right. It is mine. So I'm gonna do with my vote.
And on that note, as we talked about earlier today, when you said that one vote, you and I kind of ran by that earlier today about y'all people can't, and I'm talking about our people that's running. Y'all can't just see people as, oh, I don't really need that vote. I mean, I ain't gonna go see them because we don't need that, or we got all we need, or those 5 viewers won't make a difference. We have had so many elections that have been so close. Even the Hillary, I remember, I love Hillary, but Hillary missed going to a state or two, some of these states that she should have went to. She underestimated the race, like we all did. Well, I shouldn't say we all. A lot of people no one thought Mr. Donald Trump was going to be. Nobody thought that. So yeah, I can see that they took underestimated. So all I'm saying is this vote. And again, if you vote whatever you vote, and I do tell you that who I'm voting for. I do talk about who I endorse. I talk about who I think you should, and I tell you why I think you should. Or I will tell you where to go find it. Because that's what you do when you believe in something. If your daughter was running for student council, what would you do? Not say nothing. You would push your daughter, tell her, hey, you got to go out there and tell people why they should vote for you. I'm going to endorse my daughter. I'm going to say, oh, you should vote for my daughter for this. So I believe when I was doing it for Jarvis Johnson, I was out there saying vote for Jarvis Johnson because everybody doesn't believe that, but people who are into this and believe that this is who they need. There's got to be somebody on the streets, beating the street. And this is what we've done. What do you think? Martin Luther, what do you, John, whatever his name, John, what I can't call his name. What do you think they were doing? They were telling people vote for voting. I mean, let's get voting done. Let's get women to be able to vote. You have to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. That's just how I've been raised. And again, my mom was a union mom, so I'm a union child. And so I believe in all those things, standing up for your rights and also letting people know what they have the right to do, letting them know what these people stand for and why. At this point in my life, I think I am thinking about me. I'm thinking about my children. I'm thinking about my family. If I ever have grandchildren or all of that stuff, it means something in this race. You can say whatever you want to about all the local races, and usually I'm into that. But for this year, what I'm standing on is keeping Donald Trump out of office. I don't want him to be in office because he did a lot of bad things to a lot of bad people. And I don't see how anybody can see and hear him talking, the things that he says, and not know that he is absolutely insane. And why would you want this man to be the leader of our country? I cannot fathom how. I listen to it. I be like, oh, that's stupid. Like, are we as black people? Waka Flocka and his mama and Amber Rose and I believe JD, I think it was JD too, Jermaine Dupri. I believe that he's saying it too. But they're thinking about these taxes that they really don't have a good understanding about, that he's gonna cut their taxes,
And all I'll say about that is I get what you're saying, but we don't know what they are. We don't know why whatever reason that they may be standing on. Because a lot of people have, and here's the thing, down the middle for me, there are people that have valid reasons that they believe in for supporting one. There are people that have valid reasons that they believe in for supporting the other. All I say is support who you're
I
gonna
will
support.
never, I would never accept that in this way. Normally, yes. If this was, I don't know, Obama and Kamala, absolutely. If this was Clinton and Obama, yes, you neither one of those people were absolute racists. Yes, okay, you say they all crooks. I get that. But they weren't literally racist and trying to change our entire democracy to where we won't have a say in anything about us, especially us brown and black people, brown and black people. I cannot see how we can't see this is different than any regular normal race. I mean, this is just
First and
different.
I mean, for me, and I get what you're saying. Here's the thing: is for me, this is what I see. The deck was stacked a long time ago. I mean,
What?
we missed the stacking of the deck. Everybody else around here, I always say this: is that so many people have been playing checkers. The politicians have been playing chess. The moves have not. What we may see is not just happening; it has been happening. You know, all of this stuff when you lose
You're going way
when,
around the world, but go ahead, I'm listening.
when everybody I hear the focus, I hear the focus on the presidential race, and I hear the focus on the presidential race, and I hear the focus on the Donald Trump is going to do this
No,
and
we know, and wait, let me hold on one second. Let me pin it. I want to make sure that you understand what I said now. Yes, we know that we preach about the local votes. We do. We know that already. You didn't talk that into the
no,
ground.
and I'm not
Talk
talking
about
about
it to the ground.
local.
All I'm
I'm not,
saying, this year is a different type of thing. Whether they've been
and
talking about this for years, it's really happening. And so, are you saying that we can't stop it? Are you
no,
saying that
what I'm
our votes are not
saying
going
is
to count?
this. I'm saying the pieces have already being moved. This has been a chess game, okay? We coming in the second half of the game. We coming in the second half of the game. Yes, you're gonna have
But
to
what that got
buckle
to
up
do with the
your
price of tea in
bootstraps,
China as far
but
as voting now?
it has
Like the vote is
everything to
not
do
in
with
November.
it. It has everything to do with it
The
because
vote, the
it's
election
this.
is in November.
The election is in November. You're right. If
So
you
we should
look
be
at
out
how
telling
it's all said,
people,
do you know that Kennedy is still on the ballot in some states?
yeah, I know.
Do
He's
you
not
know
going to
why?
be removed. Yeah.
Do you know
It was too
why?
late for him to be removed. It's too late for him to be removed. But there, yes, people are going to vote to take some of the votes away. But yeah, he was too late for him to be removed off the ballot.
And do you know what happens?
Yes, people
Do
will
you
vote for
understand?
that because they don't want to vote for
And
anyone.
then
That's why I believe that's
if
why I
they
don't believe
vote
in
for
writing
him,
votes.
if they vote for
Yeah,
him, do you know what happens?
exactly.
That
Yeah, it takes votes away. Duh. That's why I don't believe in writing votes. I think that that's not. I don't think. I think it's unfair because some of if it's a man right now, please vote for me. That's his name. He has made that his legal name. It's something like that. Please vote for me. He's gonna be on the ballot. He's a write-in. He's a write-in. And somebody to just steal votes that could be going one way or the other. So I don't believe that for that reason. I get independence and all that, but I do think you should make a choice. Because again, I get everything you're saying. I understand about the chess and all that, but this year is different, and I don't see how you could not see how different having Donald Trump in office over everybody else, how it can affect us. And again, yes, I think about me, but I'm also thinking about my children's future. My children that are the same way that again Martin Luther King thought about us. We wouldn't be here if Sheila Jackson Lee, prime example. She fought for us. If she'd have said, "Well, I ain't voting no more," everybody crucial. I'm gonna just shut it down. We wouldn't have won some of the things. We wouldn't have had money for COVID. We wouldn't have had all these things out there for us had she not fought and not. If she listened to you, she would just say, "Okay, screw it. We ain't gonna vote no more because it's already done. They played chess checkers and it's too late."
I'm
You
not saying
cannot
though.
just tell people that it's too late because it's not too
I
late.
I never said don't.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I go back to what I said in the beginning. Don't do anything else other than vote for what's best for you. I never said don't. And I won't
Vote
say
for
don't.
what's best
I
for
say
your country.
vote whatever. I don't care
Vote
what
for
you
what's
feel.
best for your country.
What you feel is best for you in the long term, then you do that. I ain't gonna try to sway you one way or another. But if that's what you feel is best for you, because in the end, guess who's gonna take care of you? You.
Well,
You.
no,
And
that's
I
not.
say that
No,
because of this.
that's
I
definitely
say
not
that
true
because
because you can't take care of you if they're taking money out of your pocket.
They've been taking
Or
money
more
out of
money than the
pocket.
other. Well, because I knew you were gonna come back with that. Or more money than the other.
They've
Joe
been
Biden
doing
did
it.
take some. Joe Biden did take some of our school loans away. He has wiped out some of our school loans. That to you is not a big deal, but to our children who are coming up, graduating from college, that can't get houses, can't move because it's on their credit. That means a lot to them. Both of my children. That is what
I
they're. That's
did.
what they.
I
That's
I
what. When
get
you're
it.
saying it that because they're all crooks that nobody's getting nothing. Yes, Republicans did not want us to get our loans done. So you do have to think about that.
We
And you
let's
cannot
not
just think
be
about you. You have to think about
let's
your
not
daughter.
listen
You have a daughter
because
that's coming up.
we get confused. And here's my opinion. Sometimes we get confused when somebody throws us a crumb and they got a whole cake left. Because let me tell you,
I don't
the
believe
big
that.
government got a whole cake sitting over there. No different. You talked about the whatever money that they were getting, the 1,400, those were crumbs. You talking about the student loans, those are crumbs. And
No,
what that
okay,
is,
wait, stop, time out. That's not true. That's a whole different thing. That was $1,200. No, let me finish. The $1,200, that was nothing. Student loans are stopping people from getting jobs. It's stopping people from getting a house. And that is why that's so important. The $1,200 in jet, but that student loan thing, that's a big deal. It stops college students who went to college from getting their first step in life. They have to wait till they pay off all these student loans that they can't afford because they're not paying us enough. All I'm saying. So no, that you can't take the apples and oranges. That $1,200, that is nothing. They're never gonna get that again. But people are gonna continue to go to college so they can get a decent job and so they can do something in life. But when they do that and they go get an education, because that's what we tell them they're supposed to do, they come out and they already have this debt. If they forgive that to us, like Canada has free college, free community college, 2 years of college, that would even help. There's a certain side of people that don't want us to have any help. And do you know who that affects? It affects black and brown people because Donald Trump, his people, all them, they don't care. They don't want to get it that because they have the money to pay. Now, I can't understand how you can think what you want to think, and you can always say you only care about me. I'm thinking about my kids. I'm thinking about my country, my kids. Just like my daddy went to the service, he served in the military. He cared about his country. People do care about that, and the decisions that we make, we're not just making it for us. We're making it for us and our children and future grandchildren, all of that. So you can't just say this has nothing to do with that, or we shouldn't care, or this is nothing. That $1,200, yeah, that is crumb. That was gone, and they moved on thinking they're gonna have more. Student loans are here forever.
When
and this is $50,000, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100,000 we talk about versus 1,200.
Okay, and it's the same. When I say the same, here's the same. They take the people, they write the laws, they write the legislation. Okay, you're talking about the student loan, what they can't forgive, this, that, and the other. You're talking about the $1,200, what they can't, this, that, and the other. There's no difference than that same money that they're sending over to other countries. So that's why it's all BS to me. For me, ain't nobody else. For me, it's all BS. Because if you can do one, you can do the other. It's the same, and it's not just the president. Here's the thing, and I jump on this. It is all these people.
One side of people are not trying to do it all.
But we're talking, we got 70, 80.
You saying that, but you think about if they give me a half of my student loans off versus the Republican that doesn't want me to have no break.
It is not, again, that's going down. That's going down the thing again. Again, it goes back. Is it all Republican? Is it all? They couldn't even come and meet.
Yes, you can go down and look at the vote. You can go down and look at the vote. You just like you said, go back and look at the vote. Go back and look at the vote. See how many people voted against the student loan.
And that is
you have to go look at the vote. You can hear them talking about all day that they don't think they should be forgiven. So that's nothing you have to even go look up. You can turn on your TV. They'll talk about that all day.
That's what they, again, what you can hear, what that again does not speak to what I vote for. Because you have to remember.
Well, that's what one of the things that we vote for. Me and my kids, we're looking for who's going to try to help us. And we know that Trump does not want to help black and brown people. We have somebody that has shown that they do care about the student loans. That's may not be a big deal to you. You may not have to go see.
I get that. And I want to ask you, I'm
I've
going to
heard
ask
black
you.
people say, I've heard black people say, well, I paid mine, why don't I have to pay theirs? I wouldn't care. If I can help somebody else, that's what I'm here for. I paid mine, okay, that means I have the money to pay for them. But this person,
Well,
my daughter got a big bill that a big bill because she'll be able to pay, but it would be great for them to give her a break because she went and she's doing something that's going to help our community.
and I agree. I'm not, and I will ask you because I don't know because I don't follow it like that. So what is Kamala's stand or what is her
It's not
platform?
Kamala. Why is it so hard for y'all to say this woman's name? I think that's so disrespectful. Her name is Kamala. Kamala.
Miss
Kamala. It's
Harris.
not
What is Miss
Kamala.
Harris's? What is Miss Harris's? What is Miss Harris?
I don't understand. I was thinking about that earlier today. Why in the hell is it so hard for these people to say that woman's name?
What's KH? What is KH's stand?
What is what?
What is KH's stand?
What do you think? What do you think her stand? What was her stand was already? It was still standing with Biden. The same thing. Her and Biden ran on that student loans. But again, everybody, and you may not, again, like you, everybody does see that as a big thing. To be honest with you,
no, I said what is her policy? I'm asking what is hers.
That is one of them. That is still trying to get. That is one of her. She brought that up. That is definitely one of them. Another one is for her to I cannot even think right now. It's will help black and brown people. I'm trying to. It's right on the tip of my tongue. But some of the prime things that they're going to deal because Trump wants to put people in jail for not he calls it rioting, but for standing up for their rights, for picketing. She wants to make that not a thing. She wants to make sure that I can't call it right now. I've read it, but that's just not. I don't have anything specific. But I know for sure with the student loan, she's still on the student loan. And I do know. I watched the debate. I watched the DNC. I know all of that, and I know all of it. It's just I can't call it right now. Let's just say, and I will come back to you on those answers. But what I will say is, yes, she's still on the student loan, and that is a big one for me. But two, what I started off saying was, what I started off with this conversation was, at the end of the day, I do believe in the local votes. I do believe in all this stuff. I may not know all what Kamala says on. I did, and again, I didn't know if I watched it, but I don't hear it every day, and I can't wait to hear it in a couple of weeks when she's debating. But I do know what Trump is doing. I do know what he stands on. Because that Project 2025, I have read a little bit of it, and I've heard other people read some of it.
Okay.
We also have. Let me finish. That's what he said. That is what he's standing on. And he did change it. Is that his platform? He's calling and he's calling it Agenda 45. And the guy that was on my show a few weeks ago, that is a Republican. That is why he's voting for Trump, because he believes in Agenda 45, because he doesn't believe. Okay, back now I can remember. Kamala is giving us our rights. If a woman wants to do what she wants to do with her body, she's giving that right back to us. Trump wants to go to the states. And you know who we got in our state? We got Greg Abbott, who doesn't want us to be able to do what we want to do with our body. That's a big thing she's running on. About giving us our rights back that they just took from us after a million years. We've had well, I guess we got one of those people on our show. The one that don't agree with you.
What can I ask?
Joe Werner.
Can I ask this question?
Go ahead.
And I hear about the giving rights back for abortions and all that. So why isn't the platform more about family reform than talking about giving rights for women to have abortions? Because the reason
it's not just about giving abortions. That's why I think people have it wrong. It's not just about having abortions. It's not just about that. It's about people. You're telling me I may not ever want to have an abortion, but you should tell me that I can't. And then this is going so far to where they're putting doctors in jail when someone is at risk for their life or their baby's life. Think about that. They're talking about just abortion because being used as a birth control. This one woman had to skip town, and the doctors were afraid to give her an abortion, and she was going to lose her life. But
is there any point?
That's what it sounds like to me.
But is there any point that in that, and even in that, I mean, and that one I can take personal. Even in that right there, I can't say, well, that should be okay. So what if a woman, she can't conceive by herself, but she can also, here's the thing, here's the problem. As a man, A woman can't conceive by herself, but she can choose because it's her right to say, you know what, I want to terminate this, and it has nothing to do with the man. However, if
But
she
you're
says,
speaking
oh,
of, and I
wait,
think
let me, second part,
that's what men
second
and
part.
fake Christians, men and these fake Christians, that's how they think about it, because you're missing the other part of that. I just said, I'm not talking about women that use abortions as birth control and they just going to get abortion because they want to get an abortion because they don't want the baby. I'm talking about a whole different topic. I don't think most people are mad about that. Most people are upset because one, you're just telling me what I can do with my body. One, that was the biggest thing that you're telling me what I can do about. But two, the biggest thing for me is again these women who have been raped by somebody, have been molested by someone. Why should I have to go through if I don't want to carry that baby of some monster? If I'm about to die, it's either me or my baby's life. Why can't a doctor perform a surgery on me to where I can have that taken care of so one of us will live? That again, I'm not even speaking of, and I think that's the problem. A lot of people are thinking very black and white because they only think about abortions for that. Abortions aren't just made for that. Abortions are made for this other path that I'm talking about that most people are concerned with. That's what people have been talking about on the news. Those are the ladies that are coming forward. Doctors won't perform these procedures for people who are really needing it because of those things. I get what you're saying, and I totally get what you're saying. Men should have a right to say, okay, well, I'll go raise that baby. That's how I feel about it. If the
And let
woman
me,
has to make kids, she's carrying the baby. You not. So,
right, and I get that. And let me ask you this question. Well, I don't know whether you know it or not. Where are the
yeah.
majority of abortion clinics located? In
And they
what
can be in the black, they
demographic?
can still be in the black because you're still talking about abortions like that. We're not
I'm
talking
just
about,
saying,
we're talking about
in
abortions in
what
the
demographic
hospitals
area
with
do you
medical
think
doctors.
most abortion clinics are located?
I know, but they're the same place they put liquor stores. But that's not where a person that's having something going on with their baby, that's not where they're going, country boy. You're still
So,
thinking on
but
that.
why?
Yeah,
When I
we're
say
not
that,
talking. Mhm.
when I say that as a
You
politician,
had a right to
since
pass by that just like you passed by a liquor store.
so instead of that, what's wrong with talking about reforming the neighborhoods? What's wrong with talking about family values? What's wrong
You
with
don't
building
think they talk
that?
about that? You don't think they ever talk about family values? This was just one thing that was passed a million years ago. Well,
Well,
what do you think about Tim Walz? You don't think he has good family values that he wants to pass through the land, through the country? He got down, and again, I was an athlete. I don't know if he was an athlete. Like coaches are like the people that care the most. Like they are the ultimate person that cares. And then, do you know this man's story? Did you listen to his story? Like he was a teacher, he was a coach and a teacher, a history teacher. His kids and his community thought he'd be great at doing this. And it's amazing to me and the things that he's done. I know a lot of people don't believe, and that's why they don't want to vote for Democrat either, because they talk about the gay community or those community. A lot of you don't believe in that, and I get that. Even though we can't tell people that's between them, because y'all say it all the time, we can't judge. That's between them and the Lord above what they do with their life. So I don't care. I'm not gonna treat somebody different because they are. They're human beings. They deserve to be here and do whatever they want to do. I am not their judge. So a lot of that the same guy that talked about he believes in the Agenda 47, that was his reason for wanting to vote for Trump because
well, and I get that, and
he's
here
a Christian, and all these Christians that's out here,
I will
he
just
got a
say
whole
this.
divorce. He's a
I
Christian,
will
but he
just
got a
I will
divorce. That's
let me
not
just say
Christian or
this.
family values. Mm-hmm.
Let me just say this. We talk about family values. We talk about all those things. We talk about this, and you talk about, and I get this. And I don't know that much about politics, so I just roll with it. I hear all of these, not you said, and I hear all of these things that have been passed about the LGBTQ and everyone else. What laws and what things have been passed for us? That you were just talking about the black and the brown community. So what things have they passed for us? Is my question. I mean, I've seen some things that have been written about different ethnicities. So what about us? What have they written in and done for us? Either way.
You don't think the student loans have to do with
I'm
us?
not thinking. I'm just asking. Ain't no thinking.
I'm just asking you. So you don't think student loans have to do with black and brown people? You don't think white people or rich white people are able to pay for their student loans more than we can?
That was not the question.
I mean, and again, let me just backtrack. Let's backtrack to all that we just said. Let's backtrack. At the end of the day, this conversation was about this. We can talk about the issues and all that. But at the end of the day, for me and a lot of other people, and what's going to be safe for our country, because you see, January 6th was an example. It says talking about the woman's right to choose. That matters to me is for the wife and the husband, but not the government. Exactly. Thank you, Miss Judy. Um, what am I trying to say? The January 6th. Do you know how much more of that we're gonna have? So we can talk about issues and non-issues all day long. At this point, you should have, if not book sense, but common sense to me that that man is not going to do anything to help our to keep our. We're going to be in all kind of what he doesn't want us to be able to vote anymore. He is big. You know, Biden. There's a lot of things he could have signed into law. Whatever that thing is that they signed, executive orders, he could have done that, but he didn't. He did it the right way. Put before me, he wouldn't do that. Was not pissed off because he could have did that for student loans, but he did. He did it the right way. He had to finagle and find a way to get these student loans get our student loans, but he did. He worked behind. He found his people found loopholes to get a lot of student loans repaid. But guess who stopped it? Yeah, go and look and check on that while we're doing that. Also, my conversation again is about just what the two people we got. And the thing about it is, it was different in Biden and Trump, you know, to where it was just one or the other, both were bad, either one. Now we got a whole new person. So much excitement is going on in the country because people saying we've got a chance now. We've got some kind of chance not to have to go back to what we was going through. I don't know anyone. Well, I do know people because they voting for him. But I don't understand in my right mind how anybody can come up with all these excuses about, well, what's her platform? Somebody saying that they what's her platform? She has them, but why are we worried about it? What are Trump's platform? What's his platform? What is he gonna do for the black people? Kamala's gonna do something because she is black, so she is gonna take care of us to a certain extent. And she has said something, and she's been in this office with. Y'all don't think that her and Biden were working together? You don't think that? You don't think these student loans? She was a part of helping him push that issue because she cares about her people too. She was definitely a part of it. She was there. She was going to these different countries, contrary to what y'all say. She was going to these. So people say she just didn't do anything about the border. She was there. She was there and she went. But anyway, I'm gonna leave this alone because I am very flabbergasted that my co-host would be okay with Donald Trump being president. That is just unacceptable to me. I don't care who's running against him, but for him to put us back in slavery time, how you didn't see that? How did you see that he almost he went to have these people killed, the vice president, because he wouldn't do what he said. He was gonna have him killed. Like that was real. That wasn't fake. And you look like you are those people that saying that day didn't even happen. That day really happened. We saw it. Sheila definitely was there. What's her name? I can't call the woman's name that used to be the house woman. She was there. They tried to kill people, and you don't care about any of that. That he could do that again.
I didn't say that it didn't happen. I didn't say that I didn't believe it. I watched just
you
like
were shrugging your shoulders.
I'm shrugging my shoulders because what I know is this. Contrary to what anybody may think, there's a lot of propaganda that's out there. The media controls a lot of things, and everybody has their own narrative of what the story is. Again, mine is not telling anybody. I go back to what I said about this. Vote for who you feel is going to be best for you and your family. That's all mine is. I ain't for now one of them. Again, if anybody want to know from here to Japan to Ireland to Germany, what does the country boy think about? I think every politician is a crook until they show me differently. Until then, that's how I feel about them. And I will tell them today, I think until you can show me, not tell me, until you can show me differently and you do something differently and you stand on the things that you say, I think they all are crooks. I think that the people that have been in the Senate, you got 80, 90, 70-year-old folks that's been in office sitting up there, they can't even stay awake and they are
But you got Kamala Harris, who's not old, who's young, and you're against her.
I'm not against
she's
her.
young and she's exciting. She is an intelligent black woman. That's what pisses me off about black men. That's what pisses me off about black men.
Question.
Y'all are dogging this woman out like she hasn't done jack.
I'm not dogging.
Y'all have not. You don't ever talk about what she brings to the table. All these about what she don't bring to the table. What's her thing? What's this? What's that? But why y'all ain't doing that for Trump? Ask those questions about Trump.
I don't know what he brings to the table. I have no idea. I don't know what he brings. But here's my thing. Here's my thing. Let me ask you.
That ain't the question.
Let me ask you one. Let me ask you one question about. Let me ask you one question about KH. Here it is.
Yeah, you're right, Julie. That's who got a hold on the Supreme Court.
If she is all of this, and I hear what you're saying, and I'm not fighting against it, but if she is all of this, why did she not get the nomination 4 years ago?
Well, but do you know what? What do you say all the time? It wasn't her time. That's what makes this so amazing. That means
that's all I'm asking. That's the only reason. That's the only thing.
Yeah, well, why ask that? Because if that was us talking about a regular person, you said it wasn't God's time. God wasn't ready for that. We got to use that in everything. We can't pick and choose where we're gonna put God at and faith that. We can't do that. We got to either put him in there or don't put him in there at all. In my mind, the first thing I thought of, I would have never asked that question because that's the first thing that came to my mind. When they started saying, let's put Kamala in, I was like, yes. I said, you know what? When she ran, God said she needs to go in now, figure out what's going on, watch what's happening. So now she's ready. And that, matter of fact, Sonny Hostin said that on TV like that. Sonny Hostin, someone else was saying that. But when she asked me that, it just straight went through my head. I thought, oh my God. She ran and she did very well back then, but it just wasn't her time. Now she got in, and now not only does she have all this other freaking experience that she have, and let's say this, she was one of Sheila Jackson Lee's protege, and she also will stand up to those old white men like some of us want, just like Jasmine Crockett. These women are coming up, they're younger, they got more spunk, they're not scared of these men, so they're gonna push and they're gonna fight. And that is what they're doing. That lady, she didn't make it, she's ran twice for governor of Atlanta, I think, or governor for Atlanta, or mayor of Atlanta, whatever, governor. She didn't make it twice, but you know what that means to me? Her job, but she turned that whole state blue. But what that means is that's not her job. Her job is not to be governor or mayor. Her job is to be on feet. Beto has ran twice and he didn't make it, but that's because that's not the job that he's supposed to have right now. He's on the ground working and getting people on the ground, getting people going, getting people rallied up for the walks and for the knocking on the doors and for the phone calls. That is what they're meant to do. Maybe they weren't meant for that office. She did it. She ran once. She was done. Joe called her back to come in to be vice president. Now she got the experience that she needs. She was put in a place to do that, and now she's good. And she's been spent 4 years in the White House watching him and others do what she's about to do. So I'm good. I'm okay with that. Again, I bring us back to the same topic of my issue. How does this take away from anything? How does this add anything to what Donald Trump will do for us if he gets office? She's not going to turn us into a dictatorship. She is not going to be out here using the our National Guard to shoot people. Oh, and also I just heard this the other day, he's going to oh my gosh. He wants policemen are going to be able to shoot on sight if somebody is protesting, which is something that we're allowed to do. We can do protesting. He wants them to use the National Guard to come in and do this to and you know who those people are going to probably be? Our little black people, our little black boys. Do you think he's going to do anything to help protect our black boys? No, he's just going to shoot them. or have them. He ain't gonna shoot them. He gonna just have them shoot them. I'm thinking about, and maybe nobody else is. Maybe I'm the one that's crazy. I'm thinking about the effects of our race right now, our black and brown people. I'm worried. I'm very worried about what's gonna happen. I'm very worried about um him letting. Matter of fact, he wants to let go of all the insurrectionists. He wants to let go of them, let them go free. So what's that gonna do? That's gonna cause more drama. I mean, we were sent home from work that day because they were afraid that something was going to happen, which people were riding down Alameda with their little Confederate flags. So like that could have been a thing. Your child could have been in a school somewhere and these people come in because they don't like black people, come in and kill your child. Like, I'm thinking about the safety of us, and I get all the little bigger things on the online. But for me, right now, for this election, we know that we don't need Donald Trump in office. If you want to vote for an independent person, I'm not okay with it because it takes votes from way where it should go. But I'm okay with that. But for somebody to tell me, come to me, Amber Rose, tell me you're voting for Donald Trump, I got a complete. I don't understand how you do that. I just don't. But say no, you ain't crazy. I think the same way. Yeah, yeah. Trump lets you vote for him or don't. Yeah, Trump definitely lot and white and this man said the other day on TV, Kamala is dumb and she doesn't know how to debate and she's scared to debate me. Like, really? That's what you said? And you call her dumb. You've talked about Michelle Obama. They've told that woman all kind of money. How could you, as a race, not just stand on that? Stand on that you are screwing with the people, my people. That I don't understand. And that goes back when I think about all the things that happened back in the day. We have been some punks because I stand up they did for people. They weren't asking no questions. Martin Luther King wasn't asking no question about all that. They knew that the people weren't doing us right. They knew they weren't doing us right, and they wanted us to have the right to vote. They didn't care about what so and so was running for, what so and so. They wanted us to have right, so they went out there and fought. And yes, they did tell you what to vote for. They did. They didn't tell you. They encouraged you which way to vote, so that we can all win. And so yes, people have to get out there. They got to get on the street. They got to beat the street and push voting for these people. And yeah, they do need to know. Need to know why. And right now, it's because we don't want Donald Trump coming in here turning us into slaves. We don't want him coming to turn us into slaves and shooting our black boys, our black and brown boys, mainly our black boys, because that's who they killing, our black boys. So I don't know, but I sure am scared. I wasn't scared at first with so many times, but I'm hearing y'all and y'all killing me. I'm so scared.
Yeah. All I was saying is
November 5th or 4th, whatever that day is, and we're gonna have Donald Trump as president again because all y'all got all these questions instead of just saying, well, you know what? Donald Trump had us in this spot to where everybody, all the racism was coming out. I mean, they just fell out all the people you've been going for a million years. You
and I'm not going. I'm gonna say this, not defending, but yes, in a sense of defending. If y'all, and I'm gonna say this because I'm not gonna do it. If y'all sit up and say he controlled somebody's mind enough and made them racist, that's BS. Because let me tell you something.
He controlled their mind. He allowed them. No.
Let me finish. Let me finish. But you're saying when he is this and he had them this, and they're going to go out and kill black. Let me tell you something. If people are feeling a certain kind of way.
Jim Jones. No, Jim Jones. That was not BS. Jim Jones was allowed. Jim Jones had people drink punch that was poison.
Kind of way, then they're gonna feel that way whether he in office or out of office. That's all I'm saying. No, and I'm not gonna say. So what do you think? You think that if he doesn't win, then racism is gonna stop? Do you think racism is gonna stop just because Trump didn't win? So there's no more racism.
You're not making sense. You're not making sense. One, let me say this: when you go back on, you can't. You have a good mind. You have a strong mind. You have a, I tell you all the time, you think because you made it over and you learned everything out of it, you think everybody else has. There are people with weak minds every single freaking day. That's why we talk about narcissism all the time. There are people every single day that people can tell them what to do and they're just going to do it. Or they encourage them. They see that man as a leader. Again, let's go back to Jim Jones. Don't say that people you just can't change nobody's mind. Jim Jones has all in people drink Kool-Aid that they knew was laced with poison. He had them following him. He had children by them. All that. So don't say that one person can't encourage somebody to do something. He did sit up there. I'm not saying that they weren't racist already. I'm not saying racism don't go away. But the president is the racist one. We can't have a racist president. That causes all kind of issues. And it did cause the January 6th issue. He was not ready to leave the White House. And he got these people who follow him and see him as God, just like, I don't know, scriptures and all that. I know there's a story I've heard in the Bible where there was someone who led people the wrong way and people followed when they should have. What's the woman that turned back and turned in the thing? They had told her not to do that. They told her not to do it, and she still did it. So, yes, and no, it's not going to take racism away, but it will make it not be so bad. If you have the president of the United States is a racist, and he believes in other races, he believes in the whoever them people are, them KKK people. He believes in the what's that other one called? I can't think what they call. He believes in people. He said he said it. Those are very fine people. How in the world can we say that the country gonna be the same whether it's him or y'all can ever say the woman?
Well, I mean, you know, and hey, I ain't got nothing one way or another. You know, I'm not defending. I'm just calling it down. So, I mean, then he felt a certain kind of way when he believed in Michael Jackson and he stood by him through his trial.
Who?
Donald Trump was the one who stood.
That's back when we didn't.
But I'm just saying. So I mean, let's you know, I ain't calling nothing. I don't know what he is. I ain't never had dinner with him.
I mean, people.
I don't know it.
We knew. Back then, Donald Trump was somebody we didn't know the inside of him until he came out and to be this person. Look at all the people that went to his wedding. You know, we know Oprah went. We know all because I was in love with me some Donald Trump because I like rich men, rich powerful men. And you know that I tell you that I love a rich powerful man that wears a suit. I didn't think he was cute nothing, but he had the power, he had the money, and he wore a suit. And that meant a lot to me. And I thought he was smart. But until he started running for president and these other things started coming in his mouth, he's like, oh God, what was I thinking? This man is an idiot. And then I went to look at his documentaries and stuff like that. I was like, oh my word. Because I never reason to look at his documentaries back then. I had no need because he wore that suit. And a suit make a lot of people look good. I'm just saying that. They can be ugly as hell, but that suit do something. Just like people get their hair braided. They be looking better than they do. But anyway, so we gonna pause on that conversation and I'm gonna just say this last little thing. Y'all, I get what Country Boy is saying to a certain extent. I don't agree. And it's okay for us to agree, not to agree. I don't agree with a lot of things that he believes in politics, but I will say this. Please think about voting. I normally say, yeah, read for yourself and read for yourself for these other little bitty elections. But for this presidency, y'all, I'm telling you, we've got to do the work. You got to knock on doors. We got to call people. I'm going to do all of that. As soon as somebody put me on their committee, I signed up the other day. I'm going to be out somewhere registering people to vote. I got waiting on my little packet to come with my little forms. But I'm going to be out there. I'm going to do my part of trying to make sure that we don't get turned over to a dictatorship. I don't want to do that. And I don't want my children to be disappointed because I hear them talking. And that is a fear for me that my kids will not be able to have the world that were given to us by the people that came before us. They've worked I saw a t-shirt the other day that shows all the women that have worked for us to get to this day. A woman, not only just a black woman, a black person, but a woman being able to be the leader of the world. And unfortunately, and I'm just going to say it like it is because a friend of mine that's from the country, when Hillary was running, she told me it was so many black men, and I know one of them for sure, that would say they could not vote because they could not see a woman leading the country or leading them. The narcissistic person that I know said a woman can't ever tell them what to do. But the other black people, she's from a small town. I think it's like outside of Huntsville. Several men said they could not do that. Don't let yourself be a chauvinist. Don't let your chauvinism stop us from letting our kids have the free world like what has been given to us. We've been given this opportunity to vote. We've been given this opportunity to have a world that we can almost be as equal as we can be. We can vote. We can go to work. Women used to couldn't work. They couldn't do so many different things. Now we can, and they're trying to. That's why the little saying is, "We're not going back." They're trying to back, and I don't understand how people don't see that, and don't see that as the number one thing in lights flashing up here saying they're trying to take us back in history. They're trying to take us back to where we won't have the rights that people have fought so hard for. We are voting for Donald Trump is, I'm gonna just say it, is shitting on John Robinson. Is that his name? Whatever his name was. We're shitting on all the people that came before. We are absolutely shitting on them if we don't vote the right way. It doesn't make sense. And men, all that BS, as Country Boy used so eloquently, all that BS about a woman can't lead. Women been leading for a lifetime. You couldn't do a lot of things if it wasn't for us. Hell, you wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for us. Think about that. So calm down. Go sit somewhere in the corner and think about it and something, because women can run things. Women are running businesses left and right now. We could run the country. Why y'all so scared of that? I don't know. But y'all scared because the stuff you're saying ain't making no sense. Why you would vote for Donald Trump? And I'm done with that soapbox. But y'all, thank y'all for watching. No, we're not gonna have a guest next week because it's her birthday, but we gonna have a guest soon. Before I pass on over to Country Boy, I don't know tomorrow or not, or it's supposed to be my Super Tuesday talk. I will be on. If don't nobody show, I will be on. I would love if y'all just tune in a little bit, because something that I've seen that I do agree to a certain extent with Country Boy that I'm getting upset about is I have asked some people to come on the show for Super Tuesday, telling them that this is the part that I want to play. Part of the things that I want, part of what I want to play in this election is getting people informed, and which is something I've always done with Chat with Trina. I want people to be informed, but I need y'all to watch because they do look at the numbers. But the bad thing about that, where I don't agree with that is, and Country Boy and I had this conversation today, is that they should even ask me my number. There's one person I told Country Boy, if they call me and ask me about my numbers, I'm gonna go off. Because them 362 that I have, that's 362 votes that do matter. Because we had, what's the man name, Country Boy? What's the dude name? That was Clinton, Gore. Close race.
Al Gore.
The one between Hillary and Donald. The one between, I think Biden and Donald was pretty close too. But these close races, them 362 people I have on my page, because I can't get people to join to do 500. But them 362 people that are joined mean something. They can be a make or break for your campaign. And so when I reach out to people and say, hey, come on, inform people, you need to come. Don't ask me about my numbers. Don't ask me about my numbers. Y'all out here reaching out to all these big time platforms that got they probably don't need to. They see y'all every day. I see y'all all day at all these big places. So y'all done did that. Now it's time to move on over to a platform that's up and coming, to where she's asking you to come on. She's asking you to come on for the purpose of informing people. And that's to me more than anything in the world, that someone literally wants you to come on their platform, talk about your platform, talking about voting, informing the people that need to know. Because the people on my platform may not know. They may not know what they need to know. While you dealing and partying and hanging out with the people that already know. Because I know when I see these what's the little things they call them, the little whatever them fundraiser things. The people that come to your fundraisers, my people can't afford that. So they're not gonna be there. Because I ain't gonna be there. So come on the show and talk to people who you always say give a $5, give $1. Come on my show, I bet you people start giving $1 too. Because our dollars mean something too. My dollar mean a lot to me. I ain't gonna lie, especially nowadays. My dollar means a lot to me. And we got some weird. Let me not say that. That wasn't nice. Never mind. Let me not say that. Anyway, so y'all, thank y'all so much. And if you know anyone who is wanting to come on this show, my Super Tuesday show, it is to inform. Let me know. Let them know. Tell other people that you know that may be involved in the community. Because you know what? You're gonna know who you're dealing with when you tell them you got somebody to have a show, and on Super Tuesday they're talking about the election, informing people, and they say how many subscribers do they have? You know who you're dealing with. That should tell you who you're dealing with. Or if it's, oh no, I can't come because she only got 300. I mean, what's that gonna do for me? You know who you're dealing with. So just try it. Ask one of the people that say they're all up into the politics and tell you should call them public service. See how much of a servant to the public they are by telling them to come on my show. And I'm done.
Well, she
Well,
did.
I talked more than person one day.
Yeah, she did. She was fired up.
I beat you out. I beat you out.
I got her fired up over there. That's what I'm talking about. But look here, I'm gonna just tell y'all this. I stand on what I said is this. I'm not going either way. I'm not telling nobody how to go. You vote over here, vote over there. I'm telling you what to do. One only thing I will tell you is what to do is look at the candidates, look at your people, look at their records, look where they've stood, look what they vote, look what they stand on, look at their platforms, look what they're running on. That's all I'm saying. Do your due diligence. Don't come. You ain't got to go ask grandma and them and auntie them what somebody running on. Do your own self, okay? Because grandma and them don't know, because they used to just go in there and just vote, just pull the thing. See, but look, do your own work, okay? Because it's up to you. It's up to you. Who you vote for, that's your business. I ain't telling you one way or another. My co-host has a different. Now, she stands on what she stands on. She stands on the 10 toes down. Me, man, do your work. Do your work. Do your work. Do what's best for you and your family. That's what I say. What you feel is best for you and your family. But go out. Make sure that you do go out and you cast your ballot, because your ballot, your vote matters. I will say that. Your ballot, your vote matters. That's all I got to say about that. Where you go, that's your business. That's your business. I ain't going kicking down no doors to tell you who to vote for. Now, I'll just tell you to go vote. And the last thing I'll say on that, yes, we talk about all the candidates are important. I will stick to this. I will stick to this, and I will stick on it. Not just the president, because the president can't just do it. You got to look at the Senate. You got to look at the Congress. Look at some of these folks who've been sitting up there. I said it before, I say it again. Look at some of these folks who've been up there who are sick. Go look at the ages of some of these folks. Don't y'all think it's about time? Let me tell you something. Some of these people in the Senate, I saw these numbers and they were astounding. Some of these people are 70, 80. Now, they can't even stay awake through the session. Okay. Some of these people, they don't even know how they got there. Somebody got to tell them, you're in here time to vote. Do your due diligence. Why do you keep returning people back and they're not doing anything for you? For you. You can't see anything. Stop hollering about, well, I don't see no progress. Well, quit sending them folks up there. You don't want to send them. Your vote counts. Your vote counts. That's all I got to say about that. Who you vote for, your business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Don't care one way or another. That's all up on you. Vote for whoever you want to vote for, but just make sure you vote and it is best for you and your family. What you deem important to you and your family for the long term. Okay, for the long term. What we see now, and we talk about all these things that are being changed. That's what I was talking about. When I say chess and when I say checkers, what I was talking about is look at it. Look at the Supreme Court. This thing was set up. It was set up. See, long before, when we were sitting up sleeping, looking at that like, we don't care about it. You know how those Supreme Court justices got approved? It was by the folks that y'all voted for to put in office. I'm just telling you right now. If y'all don't know, if you're wondering how those Supreme Court justices got in office, if you want to know how they got in,
somebody had to nominate those people first, though, and it was the Trump people that nominated those two people that
how they got in.
Just put it out
how they got in. how they got in, how they got on the Supreme Court. It was by the folks that y'all
Those
put it
red
on.
people. Those red people.
If y'all had been looking at the people you putting up there, because all these people go up there, they be on these different little committees and this, that, and the other. I'm just telling you what the real. Don't just think it's just one. Yes, there's an executive order, and the president can sign an executive order for this, that, and the other, but he can't sign it for everything. It's got to go through them very people that sit in Congress and the Senate. Smarten up. Learn it. What can anything be taken away? It can be taken away by the Supreme Court. If they don't hear your case, why are them justices up there? Because y'all wasn't looking at the folks that approved them to get on the court. That's how they got there. That's how they got there. Pay attention. Do your work. It's up to each and every one of you. Do it or don't. I'm just saying, do what's best for you. I will just say this, and then lastly, I will just say I'm getting off my political. I will follow suit on what my co-host said. Look here, let me tell y'all something. This is my personal feeling. This has nothing to do with the show. This is this has nothing to do with the real conversation or my co-host. This is my commentary. Let me tell y'all something. You have these political people out here running for these offices, and y'all can pass out pamphlets. You can send out emails. You can send out all this stuff where you want people to donate this, that, and the other, and you have these campaign funds and all these fundraisers. Let me tell you something. Just like that, get out in your dadgum community after you get elected. Okay? And even if you don't get elected.
I know this your commentary. Let me just say one more thing. You say that like some of them are not out there. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just
saying. There's some of them.
I'm going to tell you, just like I told that lady, only a hit dog will bark. So if it ain't about them, then you got to explain.
If you're in defense of somebody talking about you, I'm going to say I'm going to defend you too, if you're right.
Well, I'm just saying, if it ain't about them, I'm talking about the ones
none of our people out here doing stuff.
The ones that are out there going to be out there. They don't even have to defend themselves. But there are, again. So the hit dog gonna bark. So, and I'm talking about y'all out here, you're running, you're campaigning, you're this, that, and the other. You're all up in people's this, that, and the other. You all running around here. You want people to donate $5, $10, $20. You want me to donate today, but when am I gonna see you tomorrow? Get out in the community. Get out and let people know who you are. Okay. I ain't gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all are more than welcome to come join myself and the Little Diva. You're more than welcome to join the Little Diva on her show, because she does wonderful. But I'm gonna tell you, I ain't gonna play with you. You can come on over. You can come on over to Table Talk with the Louisiana Country Boy. Until you, Mr. Politician Man, you can come on over. We can have a whole conversation. But I want to see your track record, Mr. Politician Woman, whatever it is. We can have a whole conversation about it. I don't want to hear your talk. I want to see your action. Talk is cheap, baby. Talk is cheap. You can tell me everything you're going to do, but what policies have you been standing on? That's how I feel about it. That's the real of it. One way or another, that's the only thing I say is if you're out here, stand on it. Stand on it, whether you're Republican, whether you're Democrat, whether you're independent. Are you the best person for my beliefs and the things that I want? I ain't gonna vote for you. Well, he's just a Democrat. I can't vote for him. I can't vote for him because he's a Democrat. Does he stand on the things that I believe in? Does he stand on the things that I believe in? I don't care about that. Look, that stuff is meant to divide this, that, and the other. Man, are you a good person? A good person is not black. A good person is not white. A good person is not red. A good person is not brown. A good person is a good person. So don't be trying to tie no titles to what makes them. Are they a good person? Bottom line. And that's all I got to say on that. That's my commentary. That's my personal commentary. That's for me. And that does not represent the platform here at The Real Conversation with a Twist of Humor. It does not represent my co-host, but it does represent the Louisiana Country Boy. He stands on that one 10 toes down. I'm telling you right now.
Now make sure that y'all go check your voting status too, because as we know, we're trying to pass the word around that Grenada and the state of Texas have removed 1 million individuals from the voter roll since 2021. People that made it. They're saying that people may have died and were still trying to vote, whatever. But just go, because I do. My mom's was not. She has to go and redo hers. So, and my mom works the polls every year, so I know she was registered to vote. But anyway, go out there. They're saying it, but y'all just know that it is happening. That some people have been removed that shouldn't be removed. So make sure you check your voter registration status through the Texas Secretary of State website. Matter of fact, before I go, I'm gonna no, I'm not. I'll share this post again. I'll share it again. But y'all make sure you go check and make sure you're registered. You don't want to get there on the day of that it's time to vote, because I know some of y'all not gonna early vote, which you should. You never know what's gonna happen on voting, the actual voting day. So try to do early voting. But you don't want to get there whenever and they say you're not registered. So get registered. That's the last day. I wrote it somewhere. The last day is October the 7th. I will post that too, but it's you don't have much time. So come on, get voted. Get your 18-year-olds that they went to college. They need to get them some absentee votes. We gotta get these votes together. And yeah, we just gotta get these votes. I just pray y'all vote. Go ahead.
But anyway, that's all I got. As always, on the real, I do appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. I thank you so very much for your support. Y'all make sure y'all go and like, share, and follow the Little Diva on Chat with Trina? Is that your what's your
the one on Wednesday is Chat with Trina. I don't have no guest right now, so hopefully I can get me a guest.
I'm working on you one for tomorrow.
I'll be on with Super Tuesday Talk tomorrow. I said everything today, but I'll come up with something else if I don't have a guest tomorrow.
But yeah, y'all make sure y'all go support and follow my co-host on her show. And if y'all want
YouTube.com/Chat with Trina and hit that subscribe button and then click the little bell so you know when I upload a new video. I have 300. I looked today. I got 360 something subscribers. I need 500 subscribers, and this has been. I don't want to say what year this is, but it's too many years not to have 500 subscribers. Come on, y'all. Tell people, pass the word. These shows be good.
And she's gonna be uploading some shorts on her YouTube, so y'all make sure y'all go and watch her shorts, and y'all like them, and y'all share them, and y'all subscribe to her. So when she uploads some more, y'all get some more, because she's got some stuff she's got to put out there, and she's doing a wonderful job. So y'all go and support. And as always, we greatly appreciate you. We appreciate you so very much for taking your time out, for allowing us to come into your phones, your computers, your laptops, your desktops, your iPads, your office, wherever you're at. We thank you so very much. I will say this, and I say this with confidence, and I'm so grateful to the good Lord. This is one, if not the only, longest running Monday podcast, live feed podcast that's out here today. Okay, let me say it one more time to all y'all that non-believers and all y'all that don't want to do and don't want to follow. This is the longest, if not the longest, one of the top longest running podcast on Monday night. Let me tell y'all something. We've been up against the NFL for
Monday Night Football gonna come back too, country boy.
We're on our third year going up against Monday Night Football. This is year 3 against Monday Night Football, and we still here, and we still show up every Monday night, right here, doing what we do. Oh, look at here. Bring it on, baby. Bring it on. But we do this. We do this because we love it. We do this is because we enjoy bringing it to you and sharing with each and every one of you. We do this because, for me, it's our purpose. This is a vision. Sometimes I have to. This is another commentary. Sometimes I have to. I get on my co-host and tell her, "Baby, you got this thing. Don't worry about that. You come, and we stay consistent, and we do this thing." Sometimes it gets difficult. Sometimes it gets hard. But we are walking through this. We're walking through this each and every day. My co-host, my friend, yeah, sometimes she'd be like, but I'll be like, and you know, but it is to keep pushing. It is to keep going, because we've been given this, and man, with the support that we have received with the people, Miss Julie, I got to tell you, on a commentary for you, I will say this on behalf of myself, on behalf of my co-host, Little Diva. We thank you. I know sometimes you don't feel well. I know sometimes you have other stuff that you have to do. I know sometimes even you have your own thing going on. Miss Julie, every week since I've started, you have been here. You have been here. You have bought my books. You bought my shirts. You have shared posts. You come and you support. You give stars. You do. Thank you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And let me tell y'all something about this lady, Miss Julie. Miss Julie don't know me from a bag of rocks. I've never had the pleasure of even, well, yes, I did. I have had the pleasure of meeting Miss Julie, but it was almost what, like a year later. But I thank you. I thank you. She supports this show. She supports the executive producer in anything that she does. Miss Julie, from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. You have no idea. There are no words. There are no words that I have to ever express how grateful I am that God has placed you here to be the support, to be the encourager that you are. Thank you so very much. It means so much. Um, because there'll be times I'll be like not wanting to come, and I'll be like, "Oh, Miss Julie gonna get me. I better get on up."
She will put out that search party for you. She will
but
put
it
out
is,
that search party. Y'all know we have a person that's missing, and since we still on here, I'm gonna say that. What is the woman's name? Kathy Karen Ren Karen Miles. So Miss Karen Miles is a lot. She has a lot of friends that I have, so I think she might have been in the dance committee I was belonging to. But she's been missing for 10 days. She was last seen August 22nd. They found somebody who has a car. But anyway, y'all keep her in your prayers that they find her because she's it's been all over Facebook. And her name is Karen Miles. Someone was arrested that had her car, and she needs critical medication, and they don't think she has it with her. Anyway, y'all, that stuff be happening. Stuff be really happening out here in these streets. And I have things going on in my world, but sometimes you look, just say this 24. I'm sorry. Let me just say one more thing. She's missing, so that's it. But then I got something that's going on in my life. But this lady at my job, she had not been coming to work. And I was thinking, what was wrong? She's a real pretty lady, so you always know she's a really pretty lady. But we all got moved. I was like, maybe she found another job. Then I saw her stuff on her desk, so she's still there, but she was somebody said, well, somebody in her family's sick. I thought, okay, cool. But the other day she was there, so she's been there regularly. So I asked her, I was like, hey, how you doing? I don't really know her because we all just got put in this new department. And I said, well, hey, how are you doing? I'm glad to see you back. And she stopped and said, well, my son is very sick. He has fourth stage brain cancer. And it just did something to me because, yeah, I'm dealing with cancer in one of my relatives as well. But that just made me see how many other, not that mine isn't big either, but it's made me see how many more people are probably going through what I'm with. And even worse, because for it to see be your baby, to know your baby. I mean, and it's nothing that you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. And it's your little babies. We are protecting them. They're our kids. We protect them when they grow up, but when they little, we are their protectors. And it comes to something like this that's they're dying from. We can't protect them at all. I mean, we can pray, you have faith. However, we can't do what we like to do as parents, go and save the day. But it really did something for me to hear her when she said that. And I was like, oh my God, I feel so bad. I'm so sorry. She says, no, no, no. And I think she was trying to say that I'm working through it now to where I can talk about it. So it's okay. So
Right.
anyway, so y'all, I don't know the lady name to be honest with you, but just keep this person and then the Karen Miles and their family and friends, keep them in your prayers. And I'm sorry for interrupting at the end of the show. I apologize, but it just popped on my mind as I was reading that.
No, no, no. And that's most definitely. We definitely have to continue to lift each other up, and pray for each other and support each other. You never know. You never know. You never, 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 never know. You never know what somebody else is going through. We're saying that we end it now because I'm about to go in here and see if I can make a FaceTime call. Look at here. To each and every one of you, I will tell you this within the shadow of a doubt is knowing this is that know that we all have a purpose. God has given us a vision. I say this because it's something near and dear to me is know this is that everybody's not going to support, everybody's not going to believe, everybody's not going to see what you see, but just keep going. Keep walking in your purpose on purpose. Keep pursuing and walking towards that vision that you have, that God has given you, no matter what it may be, no matter what it is to do. Run for political office, own a beauty salon, own a hair salon, own a nail salon, own a truck stop, own a truck, write a book, write a play, perform in a play, sing a song, have a podcast. Doesn't matter. Whatever your vision is just keep going. We are sitting here, the both of us collectively, as living witnesses. Just keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Don't let anything externally convince you to stop and give up. Because I'll promise you this, when you stop and you give up, you're going to be right where you at. You will not move any further. That's why you keep going. Yes, it may be difficult. Yes, it may seem hard, but you keep going. You just keep going. Because understand something about your vision and understand something about your purpose. It's yours, but it's not for you. It's yours, but it's not for you. It's for you to fulfill so somebody else can reach theirs. That's the wonderful God that we have. He placed us here to feel somebody else to get to where they need to go. See, somebody filled us to get us where we're going. And we are to feel somebody else to push them to the next level. It's ours, but it's not for us. So don't quit. Don't you give in. Don't you give up. And know this, and I say this, know this, is that we support you. We support you. We support you. We believe in you. And we encourage you. Because we understand that if God gave it to you, who are we not to believe in the purpose and the vision that God gave you? That's insane. He was one of the 7 crew members killed in the 1986. Take your vision, write it down, and make it plain. So those that see it can take it and run with it. You may never see your vision come to fruition, but write it down and make it plain. Do you think that fella that invented the stoplight thought that there would be as many as they are today? Do you think that when the Fords invented the car, they would think that they would be like they are today? Do you think that when they invented the Ford, they think that there will be a Tesla? Write it down. Make it plain. Don't give up on your vision. Don't give up on your purpose. Don't give up on your dreams. And lastly but not leastly, since it is the holiday, I will say this, and it's almost 10 o'clock. Diva done kept me up way past my bedtime. Look here. Good Lord woke you up this morning and you opened your eyes and you cleaned out your ears and you listened around and you tried to hear, but the words may not have come clear. And if you was out there today in Houston, it was nice. It was almost like it was fall time. Okay, it might have been a little fall out there today. If you was out there today, you were trying to hear, but the words still didn't come clear. Well, here it is. 9:43 Houston time. We share this with each and every one of you and know this from the bottom of our hearts is that we love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. And we love you unconditionally. And there is nothing, absolutely, positively nothing that you can do about it.
And I do love y'all unconditionally, even if I think you make no sense in your things, y'all, and you doing the opposite of what I think you should do. I still love you. I just may think you off your rocker, but yeah, So I just wanted to make sure I added that since it did say love you. I do love y'all unconditionally. I just don't get it. But I also put down in the chat because I did, and that is bad that I couldn't come right out with it because somebody on my, my comments don't show up, but there is somebody that did respond to this, and they put their head down because I didn't know, I couldn't think of the word economy. I'm sorry, my mind was still on one or the other, and why would you even be thinking about? I wouldn't think about it. I ain't thinking about economy or nothing. I'm thinking about stuff. Anyway, she had some comments to say. I read them. Yeah, okay. But tomorrow I will be on. If I don't have a guest, I will talk about this link. I'm gonna go through this link and I will discuss those things and my thoughts about them.
Okay.
Yeah, I will do that tomorrow. All right, y'all. Good night. We'll see you, Mr. Country Boy. Will see you tomorrow with Mr. CJ. I will see you on Wednesday. I'll see you tomorrow too. Right before that, and then I'll see you on Wednesday for a little bit. Hopefully, I have a guest. If not, you're just gonna see me.
There you go.
See you later. Back in September.
Hey, let's do it.